In Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, the Lord says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pick up which is planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. There's a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace." I want to impress upon you today what's going on in the real world. People are struggling. People are misunderstanding what the reality is between the spiritual world and the fleshly world. They get confused when they're not prospering, or when they can't pay their bills, or when their car doesn't work, the lawnmower goes out, the water pipes quit working for a year, the washing machine stops, the toilet breaks, you can't afford food, you can't afford things that you need for your children. And the reality is that the chosen ones will have all of these so-called struggles when you see evil people running around in brand new cars, brand new lawnmowers, brand new houses, brand new credit cards, brand new hairdos, brand new fingernails, brand new clothes. Their kids are in the best of schools. And I'm not saying that those people haven't worked for what they show, what they flaunt, what they boast about. I'm not saying people haven't worked for what they have. The penthouse, the good looks, the extensive contracts, the projects that never fail. What I'm saying is there is a war between good and evil. And as the sign says, faith. Faith as the size of a mustard seed. It'll move mountains. Jesus said a lot of things in parables that people didn't understand. Like when he told the tax collectors and the murderers and the lawyers to give up what they had to the poor. And when they couldn't do it, they became sore afraid. They became afraid of the truth. They couldn't deal like they did before because they knew that some of that stuff that they had gained during their lifetime was underhanded. They lied. They did witchcraft. They spoke down on someone. They stepped on someone's shoulders to get to where they were. They literally had people killed and removed from positions that were the positions that they wanted. When you work for the good, or let's say when you work for Jesus or God or whoever you believe in that's of the higher vibration, when you're trying to do what is right by your soul, instead of talking down on someone, instead of running their name down, or being rude, or seeking vengeance and you leave it in the hands of the powers that be, God, Jesus, the angels, things are different. It interrogates people's demons when you simply say or speak the truth. So I'm encouraging you today to remember that every time you speak the truth into your life, things will change for the better. The generational curses will be broken. The sex demons that you were once tied to will literally be scared, and they'll have to throw themselves back into the pit of hell. Maybe you'll drop kick them spiritually and say, I don't want any more part of this drug deal. I don't want any more part of this stalking or digging in people's trash cans at 5 o'clock in the morning to find out any information I can. A signature, a lie, a deep, dark secret. I'm just saying that Jesus knows what we're going through. Keep the faith. It's only a little bit longer. It's only a little bit longer until we actually see a full-out war. It's time to stop being silent. It's time to open up that mouth that Jesus gave you and speak the truth. Speak the truth. The grass is green, the trees are beautiful, and He's made a beautiful earth for us to love. Do what's right. The right path is much easier than the hard path. And any criminal knows what I'm saying. If you choose to do the right thing, there's going to be people looking out the side of their eyes at you like, oh, Johnny never did the right thing before. Why is he doing it now? He's never going to change. He didn't really choose to do the right thing. Let's test him and see if we can get him caught up. I'm just saying to you today, stop and think. If you have children, what do you want them to do in their future? Tell the truth or lie? Do you want them to lie and step on other people's toes to get the higher position in their job? Think about it.